Hi there and welcome back to Valley por Vida. Well, the Rio Grande Valley has been ranked with some extreme health disparities for years. However, some research has shown that healthcare has a few outcomes on health, and instead social and economic factors play a bigger role. Now, it can be difficult to wrap our heads around, so we went ahead and spoke with someone who can break it all down for us. Here's today's Health Check segment.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for inviting me to be here today with you. My name is William Schwarkelson. I'm a internal medicine critical care physician. I've been in the Valley since 1983 with internal medicine practice in Harlingen and critical care practice in Harlingen and rural clinics scattered across the Central Valley. What we're here to talk about today is our social determinants program in the Rio Grande Valley through Valley Organized Physicians. I'm the chairman for Valley Organized Physicians. We are an independent physician association with 95 PCPs and over 300 specialists in the Rio Grande Valley, all the way from Brownsville to Laredo, encompassing Harlingen, Weslaco, McAllen, and Laredo, and also Mission. We've been working together for over 10 years, and we're aligned mainly with Medicare Advantage program. And we did that because we realized that Medicare Advantage has tremendous benefits for the Medicare population. Really in healthcare, if you look at it, it's the best deal out there. Have great benefits in the Rio Grande Valley. We're able to offer no premium. You don't need a secondary insurance, no copay to see your PCP, $35 to see your specialist, transportation, dental, and vision benefits. It's a good deal. And we have all the major physicians in the Valley aligned with our organization. So it's a very effective group. So as a group, we came together to focus on quality outcomes in kind of a population health fashion, really focusing in on outcomes. We're outcome-oriented: cancer screening, diabetic management, hypertension management, cardiovascular protection, stroke reduction. But on the way with this journey, we realized that there are many other factors, especially psychosocial, that presented or hugely impactful. It's presented huge barriers for many of our patients, and that in order to really affect outcomes, we were going to have to become more involved in holistic, whole person care. There's so many huge disparities in the Valley, just like everywhere. There's patients that have huge psychosocial needs that are impacting their health care: food insecurity, transportation, domestic dysfunction, financial issues, medications, utilities, housing issues, all kinds of housing issues, home safety issues. They're very big. So this is value-based care, which is light years different from traditional health care that you may think about, because we are organized together. We measure our outcomes. We have a huge data repository, and we measure ourselves and we judge ourselves, and CMS judges us also in terms of our outcomes, which is a layer to healthcare that we haven't had in the past. So we made a commitment, an investment to improve healthcare outcomes, diabetic education, Medicare adherence, cancer screening, patient satisfaction. And along the way, we realized that we needed a much stronger psychosocial team. And so we established our community health advocate team for social determinants of health to address all the many important psychosocial issues. We've realized that 60 to 80% of healthcare outcomes is more dependent on psychosocial issues than medical issues. It's not just about what happens in the examining room, that 15 minutes you're with your doctor 3 or 4 times a year. It's all the other stuff that's going on 365 days a year that has probably the biggest impact on healthcare outcomes.
Again, there are social determinants of health that are important for patients and Rio Grande Valley residents that are most certainly welcome to connect with their team's resources. Now, of course, you can feel free to visit vopdocs.com for more information. All right, well, if you're looking to switch up your morning coffee routine, then you should try out this healthy, performance-enhancing, focus, and energy-boosting Elixir. Now, this delicious drink will help you decrease stress, boost fat burning, and it'll even help to increase anti-aging collagen production with that extra energy that's needed first thing in the morning. We caught up with Nora's Naturals Coffee and CEO, Nora Tobin, for today's Fun with Food segment.
My cupboard is full of a lot of these at this point. But first one, we have maca. So maca is a root that's from Peru, and it's really an energizing root. So it gives you energy, and it gives you this ability to sustain that energy throughout the day. So around 3 o'clock, our energy starts to dip. So having maca, especially in the morning, can help keep that energy going. We also have ashwagandha. Ashwagandha is, in my opinion, and it's definitely, there's many studies out there now on ashwagandha, is the most powerful adaptogen because it's really considered the master antioxidant. So it helps your body clear out toxins and waste. It keeps your body in that wonderful balanced state. And it has so many different properties for inflammation, for lowering inflammation. So for immunity, we want to keep that inflammation low. We also have cacao. The cacao, different than cocoa, but cacao is actually quite rich in antioxidants, and it's going to give it that cocoa flavor without the sugar. And then finally, I just have vanilla almond milk, unsweetened, but you can do any kind of milk or, any kind of coconut milk, almond milk, any type of dairy or non-dairy creamer that you might enjoy. And then, of course, we have my Nora's Naturals coffee that's in the cup. So options are kind of unlimited when you mix in a blender because it'll blend to the point where it tastes like a latte. So you can add on all these. Again, you can add in just one to start. So I'll just take you through it. I'll take you through my morning routine. So first I blend my coffee, eyes half shut, just get that coffee going immediately. And then I start to add in my different adaptogens. So I will typically do a teaspoon up to a tablespoon of the cacao. So that'll give it a really nice chocolatey taste. If you like your coffee without cocoa or chocolate, you can skip the cacao. These other adaptogens you won't taste nearly as much. So maca, again, you can, for all of these, teaspoon up to a tablespoon. You don't want to go more than a tablespoon of maca. You will feel that stimulation and that energy. It increases blood flow and circulation. So no, it's very safe. It's not going to raise you way up like caffeine can, but start small there and add. Ashwagandha, I usually go for about half of a teaspoon. Usually these types of products have the measure in there. So I usually measure exactly what they tell me to. So I put that in. And then finally, I like my coffee creamy. So I will use an almond milk or cream, organic cream, or coconut cream or coconut milk. So this is not specific to measure, but I'll just do, about 4 ounces or 4 ounces to an 8-ounce cup of coffee usually for the milk. And that's it. And then blending it up, you can always add all of these things and just stir it with a spoon. But I like to blend because, again, it gives it that frothy consistency. So I'll go ahead and blend, and then I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, so we have our blended superfood coffee, and it's really very, very simple. So the key with morning routines is to keep them simple, but adding in things that can really make a difference in your day. So with this, it's hard to see, but it's very frothy on top. It does look like a latte, but it has all of these quality ingredients in it that can, number one, help your body adapt to stress. Number two, increase your energy. And number three, just taste delicious, because we should have some fun and decadence throughout our entire day.
All right, well, that's all of our time for now. We want to thank you again so much for joining us this morning, and be sure to tune in again next time, because we'll be visiting with the team at South Texas Health System to learn all about their Think Pink initiative for the month of October. Now, don't forget to follow our team on social media for exclusive behind-the-scenes sneak peeks at what we're filming for the show. And of course, you can visit valleycentral.com to rewatch some of today's favorite segments. We've got all of that and so much more next time on Valley por Vida. We'll see you then.